Motorcycle lane. Motorcycle lane. What's important about being a pillion rider is to look or lean in the same direction as a turn, because if you lean on the other side, you're gonna throw the main rider off balance, because then he has to correct the amount of lean that is counteracting to his turn. And when you do that, the bike goes wide, so it doesn't really complement the turn. So what needs to be done is that you actually lean in the same direction as a turn. So like here, lean, and it'll be much easier for the main rider to control his steering. And also when you're riding as a pillion, you don't want to move your body a lot. You don't want to be loose on your body. You want to be less of a moving object, or an object that can move around on a bike, and you want to be more of a fixed object on a bike. So how do you become a fixed object on a bike? Pillions, use your pillion holder or hand holder at the back, or you can hug the rider, the main rider, front rider, or you could squeeze your thighs so that you're connected well to the bike. It's clear. Still clear. Car coming in. Alright. So yeah, you want to be fixed on the bike as a pillion rider. And one thing to note on the tire pressure, because if you're carrying a pillion rider, it's heavier on the rear wheel, so you gotta put in at least warm tires, 2 or 3 or even 4 psi higher, to get the optimum contact patch on the tires. You see that? He was doing this to the camera, like waving really hard. That guy's going on YouTube. Another thing for a pillion rider, it's always good to look out for your buddy in front, because he might not notice a car coming in, or as you saw earlier, a couple of times I helped my buddy out over here to look for cars or bikes coming in. Look at this car. Hey. See, like that car. That is just bad. Back to topic. It's always good to look out for your buddy who's riding in front, whether there are cars that he can't see, or are there any cars that are merging in, and you alert your buddy, you know. And that way you can reduce the amount of accidents or even close calls. Having a second eye, second ear, you know, to help you out, it really helps you a lot, especially with front rider. So like just now, there was a car that just merged in. If I haven't waved him off, if he hadn't looked in the side mirrors or the rear view mirrors, he wouldn't see me waving him off. He would have come straight toward us. He might think that he had given us enough space to be safe enough that he could cut in, but he did not. So I waved him off. You know, he realized it. I told him, you're on camera. Oh. and he backed off. So could have been a dangerous accident or dangerous maneuver. Oh, look at that car. I always live by this motto or line or something. You know, if you're driving a car, right, and if you don't have the intention or you're not putting effort into looking out for bikes, looking out for riders, you know, and if you're just looking out for cars, you would never see a rider coming at the most important time. You could cause an accident and you don't even know it, just because you were not looking out for a rider. Riders who drive, they look out for their buddies who are riding, you know. But for those who just drive, you know, please be less of a hazard for us riders on the road, and do look out for us as much as we look out for you, because it's one bump, one scratch, you know, could cost us a life, and it could cost you $50, you know, over a life, and it's not worth it. Just because us riders, it's not fair, you know, for us riders. We pay 110% attention on the road, you know. We have to look at debris on the road, potholes on the road, slippery road, traffic, other riders. We have to look out for cagers, for drivers who are not very alert, you know. We see them. It's not fair if we get an accident because a driver pays less than 100% attention. So it's not fair. Just saying. So please help us all riders out. Be a good driver. I know you can. Reflection.